will be about complement proteins.
Mm-hmm.
These are the complement proteins which we kind of know from class 1 and the basics. And now we're gonna learn, I guess about now 90% of them. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Like we learned, complement proteins are the first one to arrive in the battlefield like our rusty nail. They're just like a matchstick. So, if you light a matchstick on fire, it burns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you put a lot of matchsticks together and light one on fire, it will set the one right next to it on fire until you have a big fire. Complement proteins are similar. When the first protein gets lit up, it will light or activate more proteins near it. The whole community has lit up. They start to kill bacteria and call for help. Remember how we talked about the alternative pathway?
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of C5 convertases fill a bacteria, macrophages eat them up. Chomp. Imagine getting covered in hornets.
Uh-oh.
It feels the same way to bacteria. C5 convertases are killer hornets. When macrophages eat a bacterium and not covered in the killer hornets, it will be hard for them. Why? Because, well, of course, bacteria prefers not to get eaten. And they're kind of slippery. But with those C5 convertases on them, macrophages eat a bacteria in one try, I guess. Okay, let's summarize. These proteins are like matchsticks and are the first ones at a battlefield. Macrophages have a hard time trying to catch them unless C3 or C5 convertases cover a bacterium. These C5 or C3s are like hornets covering you. Then those bacteria are cleared up. Okay, now next week we are going to learn about macrophages. Actually, I forgot something. The membrane attack complex. It's a large attack strategy. It's also called the terminal pathway. I was wrong when I said that the alternative pathway is the only pathway I know. The membrane attack complex is a combination of a C5b, C6, C7, C8, and a lot of C9s. They rip a hole on a bacterium that cannot be sealed again. Fluid starts rushing out of bacterium and it dies. Okay, that's it for class 2. And also, I'll show you the membrane attack complex.
Woohoo.
There's a picture on class 1. This is the membrane attack complex.
Okay.
Over here. So C5, C6, C7, C5b, C6, C7, C8 combine, go on to the C9s, and the fluid starts rushing out of there. And the bacterium bleeds to death.
Hmm.
That's it.